Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. It is 10 to 2 in the afternoon. Coming out of the twilight zone now. It's 1:50 p.m. Watching these markets sell off. This is the NASDAQ I'm looking at right now. Let me show you the S&P doing something very similar. 30-minute chart, by the way. And then now here's the Dow. Again, almost identical. The Three Sisters, again, trading way below their volume-weighted average price, the VWAP. As you can see there in the middle, that blue line. And down towards 2.5 standard deviations here on all three. A little bit different, more or less the same. Yeah, pretty much synchronous, guys. I'm just looking at it now with a fresh eye after about looking at it 20 minutes ago or so. I often go do some exercise and get some things done during the twilight zone, the lunch hour here in New York, New York time zone. Coming back now to watch this candle, 30 minutes, rejecting from a zone here, an important zone from yesterday at the close of New York, right? There's Asia, Europe, New York. There's the close. And we've tapped into that now and rejecting up. That's the Dow. S&P also at key zones here from the end and mid New York. And then NASDAQ, same thing. End, like last candle, this is the close. And then middle of New York, again rejecting. After big sell-offs with all three of these indices into those rejection areas or those support areas. Seeing some signs of rejection here. The second white candle on the Dow. No white candles on the NASDAQ yet. Let me watching this now. This is the 1 minute chart. I'm going to go to the 3 minute. So there are 10 of these candles for every one of these, right? A 3 minute and a 30 minute. Nothing magical about that ratio. It's just what I like to use at some times of the day. On the open, for the open hour, I usually use a 1 minute over here. So 30 of these candles for one of these. Watching. I'll put you on pause now, bring you back as things mature here. We might have a trade. Who knows? Pause. I think I'd like to see a break here of structure. On the NASDAQ on the far left, S&P in the middle. And then Dow here, certainly there. Possibly here. I'll be watching it. Bring you back to the grid. And back on pause. All right. New candle, guys. We're at 2.5 minutes into this new 30-minute candle on the Dow. It's going to adjust zones. We are now in a lockout sell-off, the opposite of the lockout rally that we had on the way up here. And so it's an interesting day with some big movements happening here. VIX is at 16.25. Yeah, still very low. Still very low. This is the S&P. Going to delete this marker and this one. Going back to support that many, many days ago now. As a matter of fact, this goes all the way back to July 11th, and it's now August 10th. So it's a month ago. These levels. And then NASDAQ. Let's take a look at that. Adjusting zones down. This level goes back to July 11th, same day. Put you on pause, we'll come back. All right, guys, back. Watching closely now, Three Sisters. Haven't broken structure yet on the NASDAQ or the S&P. Barely on the Dow, but have not closed above yet. At least this first one. Looking for that second structure to be broken too, if I'm going to even consider going long here. We might be seeing this happening as we speak. Let's take a look. Yeah. Buy stop here, guys. Not live yet, though. Not live yet. I need to wait for something more here. My order is set up here. Okay, no, we just broke. Waiting for a pullback now to this line right now. If we get a pullback to this line, then I am in. Give me one moment. Over on my own platform here. And in, guys, in right there. All right, I am long the Dow, risking 53 points. $53 points is 1 hour. It's a 2-minute chart. On the right hand side, and it's 2:11 p.m. coming out of the twilight zone. I'm counting on some fresh volume coming in here. Be patient here now. It's my third trade of the day. Targeting 408, 35,408. Zone reversal trade. A very difficult trade to take emotionally, mentally, because of this long and protracted, powerful sell-off, not just on the Dow, but on all three indices. This is the Dow we're looking at, of course. This is the S&P. You see it over here on the bottom left, pardon me. And then NASDAQ. These are 30-minute candles. This is a big, big drop. And then to all of a sudden go long, it's difficult to do. Time of day plays a part in this. Structure on the three sisters plays a part in this. The fact that we've just broken the high of the prior 30-minute candle for the first time here on the Dow. You'll notice that, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, marginally, lower high, and now finally a break above. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean this has to go up now. Not at all. We're flipping the coin. There's a little bit of a move there. Seeking to get to 1 hour here. Patience. As most of you know, when I say that, patience, I'm talking to myself. It's not a directive for anybody else. It's just for me. I always want to make that clear. 1 hour has been hit. Some traders would move their stop to break even at this point. Others might take half off or 3/4 off and then move stop to break even for the rest, or leave the stop where it is, for instance, give it a bit more room. Many ways to do this. Patience now. Put you on pause for now. Alright, we're back. You see we also pulled all the way back here. Down towards getting stopped out at 1 hour. So we hit 1 hour. And now we've pulled back. So I'll put you back on pause and we'll keep watching this thing and play it through. And there we have a new high for the move, which is nice to see. Pushing above the 1 hour. Almost tapping the 150, a 1.5 hour. See if we can get that. My stop now, guys, move to break even. My stop is at break even, right there. I'm going to put it back like that because I like the way it looks, but my stop is officially at break even at this point. If we can get higher, I'd likely move it to 1 hour. We'll see. Depends on what's happening here. I'll put you back on pause. One more push for 1.5 hour. I'm actually moving my profit target, guys, to 1.5 hour. Right there. And I'll tell you why. Wick fill. I'll show it to you here. Oops. This is that tricky time of day when the power hour begins. See that wick fill right there? That's 1.5 hour. And there it is. So I'm taking 1.5 hour here. I'm going to play this out so you can see what, oops, there it goes. 179. So there's the start of power hour. You can see the fresh juice came in, but selling. So I'm glad I took my profit at 150, 1.5 hour. We'll see where it goes from here. Back on pause. Big dumping here, guys, on power hour. Popping up. Those traders who moved to stop to break even are now concerned, of course. Those who moved them to 1 hour would be stopped out. And I've taken profit at 150. It was very fortuitous, as you can see, but sometimes luck plays a part in that. All right, guys, I'm back. We're just kind of grinding around here. I think I'm going to end the video there. You can see what has happened. I was lucky enough to take profits at 150, 1.5 R. For those who are interested, that's 80 points on the Dow. The full target was 106 points, and the 80 was the 1.5 R. So I'm pretty happy with that. Day turned out to be pretty good after all. Started off with a loss of 1 R, then I made 2 R, and now 1.5 for a total of 2.5 R. Makes sense? And 2.5 R for today. And so that's a good day. And thanks for joining me, guys. Appreciate it. This is a very long video. I'll edit out a whole bunch of the middle stuff, and we'll take it from there. Have an amazing evening. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for your support and for saying hi in the comments and for clicking the like button on the way out. Appreciate you. Take care.